Hello guys, welcome back to the channel once again. Today I'm super mega excited to be sharing this video with you guys because today we're gonna be talking about the L Word Generation Q season 3 episode 6, and to be honest, this is definitely not one of my favorite episodes. I don't know why, but we will be getting into more details regarding that. But also let me know your thoughts down below in the comments, and what was your personal opinion regarding this episode, and what would you personally rate it from 1 to 10. To be honest, I feel like this season is not one of the best season, and like I said, people, we will be getting into more details regarding that. And I would also like to know your personal opinion down below in the comments. Let me know your thoughts on it. Did you like it? Did you dislike it? And what are your thoughts on this season as well? And I also want to say that I have activated the super stickers to the channel just in case any of you would like to make a small donation. I will also really appreciate that. So let's not waste any more time, let's get right into this video. So basically this episode is based off like a musical. So basically Alice, she invites her team, her friends, to go to her to this recruit so they can bond together as a team and just relax and get away of everything that's been going on, because Sophie, she's going through her situation with Finley where they are trying to figure out their relationship. And also, Tess and Shane just broke up. So, Shane was like living her best life in the beginning of the episode, like having a whole intimate party at Alice's home. And Alice was like, "No, you're my friend, and you need help. Like you are going through something, and I'm gonna take you on this recruit with me." And also, Alice is also struggling with her love life because she's been seeing people who haven't been working out. Then she hooked up, and now she's bisexual. So she's also trying to figure out who her person is, because she does believe in love and she is looking for her soulmate and her partner. Dani is not in the picture in this episode. Gigi, I don't know what happened to Gigi. We all know that that Beth, she is already, her situation is already sorted out with Tina. They live happily ever after. Angie, we don't know what's gonna happen with her situation as well. I'm also very curious to see how that is gonna end for her. And so yes, so as the episode progresses, to be honest, like they go on the recruit, they do what they do, and they end up floating in their imagination. And after that whole situation, you can actually see that this where things started to get very interesting, because according to Sophie's conclusion is that she needs to be alone. So after that whole recruit, Sophie was like, "I need to go see Finley." So she went to see Finley, and Finley was so excited to share the news with her because she was she finally got the car. And Finley was like, "It's good that we as a couple, we also do things apart and we don't do everything together, so we can also be individuals, so that we can also be a good couple together." And I definitely agree with Finley on that. But Sophie had other ideas in her mind. So in that moment, Sophie was like, "I feel like we need to break up," because basically, summing up real quick, she doesn't feel like she's the same person when she is with Finley. She feels like she has to fit into Finley's world, and it's the same thing that she did when she was with Dani. She had to change her way, change her her everything in order to fit into Dani's world. And she feels like she's doing the exact thing when it comes to Finley. So she's not very happy with it. But according to Finley was like, "We don't need to break up over this." But Sophie was like, "We need to break up. I need to be alone. I need to figure out stuff." And of course Finley was very shocked, because she definitely wasn't expecting that to happen, especially now that they spoke about things and they are trying to work out their relationship. So that really caught her off guard. So that's where their whole situation ended. And Shane finally found out what was the problem, because according to Shane, she said that the reason why she goes back into her old habits and her old self is because she doesn't know who she is without that person, without that part of her. And she finally found the problem, and why she act the way she act, and why she acts so impulsively, and why does she cheat, and why she God has this ways of her. But in the moment, Tess, she wasn't ready to have that conversation, because she just found out that her mother has passed away. And now this is gonna be another very difficult challenge for her, because I feel like Tess forgave Shane, and she's gonna give her another opportunity, and they're gonna work on their relationship. I feel like they're gonna do some therapy or something together. But I just hope that this will be a very big like, how can I say, this will be a very big challenge for Shane, because now Tess is at her weakest. She just lost as her mother. And if Shane goes out of the way, like this is the moment for Shane to prove herself that she has changed and she's willing to change her old ways, so that she doesn't, track back, because if she mess up with Tess during this difficult moment in her life, it will really, really, no, there will be no coming back from this situation. And at the other hand, the only thing that I have to say, even though Dani isn't in this episode, I will definitely say I like this. Dani is probably the only character right in the show that I'm loving what they are doing with her, because we are seeing a whole different side of Dani. Because in the previous seasons, you can see Dani was always so serious, always about her work, and now this season she's more fun, she's more outgoing, she stands up for herself more, she's having more fun, showing more personality, enjoying her life more. So that's the only character that I would be like, okay, they're doing a good job with it. And Shane at the beginning, I can also see why they had to play things out the way they did, for her to figure out what was really triggering her to go back to her own ways. So Shane will also be one of them. But to be honest, this whole Finley and Sophie situation, and I also don't like the way they are doing Alice, because I don't know, it makes her feel like she's confused, she's unwanted. I don't know, it's just, this season for me isn't one of my best seasons. I feel like the season was very rushed. I'm gonna see what's gonna happen on episode 7. It looks like a lot is gonna happen, but this episode 6 was definitely not one of the best ones. I would probably say this was the worst episode of the L Word Generation Q of since season 1 until currently. I just didn't like it. It was interesting on how the outcome was, but I also understand that they wanted to go with a different vision, try something out new, and not only always do the same thing. So it can also be that, but I don't know why this season is just not giving. I feel like it's very rushed. They know it's the final season, so they're just putting it out and just making things happen and not thinking really, really about how much they are impacting it. Because I know that Dani and Gigi, like the fact that they broke up and Gigi was never back in the picture again, tried to fix their relationship. We don't know if Gigi got back with Ned. We don't know what's gonna happen. Like Tess and Shane, I feel like we're gonna figure out what's gonna happen. We don't know what happened to Beth and Tina, what happened to them after they moved. I just feel like that we need more info. We need more, in my personal opinion. And I would also like to know your guys' personal opinion regarding it. What would you personally rate this season? I will currently, until now, I will definitely rate this season as 7. Hopefully by the end of the season it will go up, because I feel like the season has a lot of potential to end on a very, very good note, because it is the season finale. So yes guys, go watch episode 6. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. And I'll also say, thank you so much for all the love and all the support you guys been showing on the channel. I really, really do appreciate it. And hopefully we can see Gigi back in the picture, because she's a very, very interesting person to see. So I would like to see her back as well. And hopefully Ned and Alice, I don't know, just something more to spark it up, to give it more life, more sauce. So yes guys, that's basically it. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Until then.